bodies lined up in their pews. You can see all of their faces in the Cascadia news. And they spewed out their hatred as the Reverend boys laid out their scam. And Bill Staley called for violence. It was no secret what they planned. Tell me now, who's on Judi Bari? I know you're out there still. Have you seen her broken body? Or the spirit you can't kill?
And Judi Bari is an EarthFirst organizer. California redwoods are her home. She called her redwood summer, where the owl and the black bear roam. Charlie Hurwitz runs Max and I used to. Harry Merlo ran OB from Portland town. They're the men they call King Timber. They know how to cut you down. Don Nolan spewed their hatred as Canyon both laid out the scam. John Campbell called for violence. It was no secret what they planned.
Judi Bari, I know you're out there still. Have you seen her broken body? Or the spirits you can't kill? Judi Bari's the mother of 2 children. Pipe bomb with her thing through her home. And she cries in pain at night time. Through this cabin road. The FBI is back again with COINTELPRO. With the hell is a man they know they trust. With lieutenants in presentation. Yeah, so well we don't trust. But we'll answer with non-violence. First seeking justice is our plan. And we'll avenge our wounded comrades. As we defend our rights land. So let's get out from Judi Bari. I know you're out there still. Have you seen her broken body? Oh, the spirit you can't kill. Move on, Judi Bari. I know you're out there still. Have you seen her broken body? Or the spirit you can't kill? Thanks so much.
All right, hearty band of EarthFirst minstrels, including Robert Hoyt was up there, Timothy Hall, Jim Page, Casey Neal, and the Citizens Band. And I have in the studio with me now Robert Hoyt. I mentioned EarthFirst minstrels or movement minstrels. You've been one for a while. What is the role of musicians in the movement? Just tell me a little something about like what you feel like as musician activist.
Well, we're kind of in the tradition of the political, topical folk songwriter, like, you know, Woody Guthrie and Phil Oakes and Joe Hill, that kind of thing. We carry the messages to the people and hopefully inspire them along the way. And I like to think of it as another way of getting the truth across. You know, we have such a problem with the mainstream media not really telling what's the real story, and that's another way we can get it out is through music.
I know for me, a lot of times, just to get recharged, one song can do it when I'm feeling pretty despairing, and one powerful song can hit right home. You're going to do now for us, the name of the song is?
Quitting Time.
Quitting Time. All right, why don't you go ahead and play it.
Sure. inventions. I'm sure most were made with the best of intentions. Thought it was cool to put a man on the moon, but now I've begun to sing a different tune. Technology and science have become a religion based on blind faith, not conscious decision. When answers cause the problems, it's time to stop and think. Slam on the brakes and make a U-turn from the brink. It's quitting time, it's quitting time, it's quitting time on that high-tech plantation. It's quitting time, it's quitting time on that old high-tech plantation. It's quitting time for good. They try to tell us how hard it used to be back when things tended toward simplicity. But our way of life is based on false pretenses. Just look at all the unintended consequences. It's quitting time, it's quitting time, it's quitting time on that high-tech plantation. It's quitting time, it's quitting time on that old high-tech plantation. It's quitting time for good. Enslaved by a way of life propped up by lies. Some of us have come to see things through different eyes. Tomorrow there'll be more of us than there are today. We're that ragged, jagged, cutting edge, and we all say it's quitting time, it's quitting time, it's quitting time on that high-tech plantation. It's quitting time, it's quitting time on that old high-tech plantation. It's quitting time for good. It's quitting time, it's quitting time, it's quitting time on that high-tech plantation. It's quitting time, it's quitting time on that old high-tech plantation. It's quitting time for
We're going to be Sam Bonds on Thursday night.
tomorrow night.
What time? What time?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, and Sam Bonds, you know, it's like $1 or whatever cover charge, so anybody that wants to come see you. All right, great. Robert Hoyt, thanks a lot. We're going to have one more song for Robert Hoyt before we finish up tonight. We're going to do call-in now, so let's get the number up. It's 687-3812, 687-3812. We are going to have, for the call-in tonight, the members of SSI, the band that was just on a little while ago. They have some fairly radical beliefs, and if you want to talk to some of the most radical element in all of Eugene, this would be the guys to talk to. So, 687-3812. Can we get the number up on the screen? Oh, we got it up on the screen. Yeah. So go ahead, call up. In the meantime, you guys, you know, we got a little open time here while we're waiting for the phone to ring. Why don't you go ahead and tell me anything you guys want to tell me? You guys got an opinion about anything?
Well, we've noticed the increase of police activity in the Woody Acre neighborhood recently, and well, we've had this idea of taking cop cars back from the tax-paying citizens.
Oh, but gosh, am I glad we got a call.
It's Crompton.
Cascadia Live, you're on the air. Thank you for saving us there. Oh,
all right.
Anyways, as we were saying, we just had a bunch of explosives laying around. And
no, see, now. All right, go ahead, Cascadia Live.
So are the members of SSI really that embarrassed of their beliefs they have to cover up their faces?
All right, good question, good
It
question.
doesn't have to do with we're actually afraid of the authorities. We've been chased around by these guys all over town. And they, you know, when they notice this, they just stop us dead in the streets, harass us, ask us for all of our ID, why
Beat us in
we're
the head
on
with
the planet
billy clubs.
Earth, why we aren't consuming, why we aren't participating with a fucking job.
But I think
Are you Rush Limbaugh?
Wait, let's hear
if you
it.
believe what you believe, you must stand tall and stand with your beliefs, not hide behind masks.
Oh no, how
Is that right?
stand behind them fucking badges, and that's a punk fucking mask there. And I'm, you know, I'm not gonna take and let them know who I am, because, you know, they'll want to kick my butt.
And also, this is the last thing I always wanted to get through to this show. Please state everyone's occupation. I'm curious what everybody does for work.
You state everyone's occupation.
Yeah, what are people do for work that are on your show?
Well, I can talk for myself. The last job I had was with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, where I was a bureaucrat. I don't know if anybody else wants to.
I sit in my basement and clean my AK. That's my occupation.
All right, panhandler. Anybody else want to talk about
Mutual aid 100% of the time. Mutual aid, work for free,
bum?
no job.
Okay.
I
Anybody-
participated.
Jobs
I
are for
played in corporate
losers.
America. I played that game. I've had the houses and the boats and all that.
Do you flip burgers at Mickey D's or something?
Yeah. You want to state your occupation, caller?
I'm an engineer,
An engineer. What is it that you're engineer?
electrical.
Electrical engineer.
I'm an explosive engineer.
I think, man, that's the way it goes.
Hey man, I worked in media and, you know, made the long, hard, big bucks every day, partied with the great big movie stars in LA. It's all crap.
Remember now, your message would be stronger if you guys were not necessarily have to be the high end of that you're slamming
Hey
so
man,
hard.
it's time to take and do
People
it.
take more respect into your beliefs if they think you're actually contributing something to society instead of drawing from it.
Hey, non-consumption is contributing a great more than consumption.
What do you mean by that?
Consumption is contributing on the wrong end of the scale, you know what I mean?
No. Explain what you mean. Go ahead.
Non-consumption, resistance is really the only goal, as far as I'm concerned, that we can achieve as far as anarchistic type setup, because resistance is the act of denying authority, which is the only anarchy, as far as I'm concerned, we can retain is in our brain, you know?
See, a lot of folks, I think,
And
call it-
non-consumption is definite resistance.
So a lot of folks would say that, like, you know, your idea that, like, you go out, you be a good engineer, you take a bunch of resources off the earth, you make them into a bunch of consumer products or big houses or boats or anything like that, drill up a bunch of oil, you're just messing up the planet. So anybody that's sitting around and not messing it up is doing a better job than you.
What I mean by that
say
is that
something?
if you want your message to be carried farther, see, a lot of people out in TV land, like myself, who've watched the show a lot, because I like hearing the other side of the spectrum. It's actually an important thing in our society, I believe.
Totally.
Even though I don't necessarily agree with you, but I'm glad that you're on TV doing this.
Hey, I don't even agree with everything that I just say.
Maybe what I'm getting at, though, is that when if people want their message to be respected and to be heard, instead of being bums and panhandlers, even if you just had some sort of job that said, hey, you know, I'm not out mass consuming, you know, petroleum products, you can ride the bus, you can be as environmentally conscious as you want, but your message loses its respect when people think that all you're doing is hanging around the food places and getting free food and selling off
free
society and
food.
living off the welfare.
Hey, free food is a good idea instead of throwing it away.
I wish I could have Jesus as a guest and you could make that statement to him. Go ahead.
I
The
believe,
carpenter, he had a job.
I believe,
Yeah, he didn't work for money, did he?
I believe that currency-based consumerism adds a lot more to the American waste culture than fucking any of us bums, as you would like to call us.
You're the one who used the term.
Because we
not
live
me.
on we live on the scraps that you throw away, and we prosper way more than you do.
Abundance surrounds us.
All right, caller, hey, I really appreciate you calling. I appreciate your opinion and talking with us. I'm going to hang up on you, though, so I can get somebody else to get online, okay? All right, thanks a lot. So the line's back open, and it didn't take long. You're on Cascadia Live.
Yeah, I want to know what the deal with this guy behind you is. Why does he wear an American flag? Is he not proud to be an American?
Yes, I
Can he
used
afford
to.
clothes?
Okay, let's find out.
When I was just a child, I used to watch the Dodgers, and when they'd play the national anthem, I'd get out of bed at night, and I'd take and salute the flag. And I really believe in America, and I really believed in the people in America. And lately, it's just gone to hell, man.
And it's a hell that you created.
Bad position right now, and that's what I feel about it. Now, you might not feel like this country's suffering, but I know grandmothers that fucking feel this country's suffering, so.
Yeah.
All right, go caller, what you, go ahead.
I don't know, this guy should, maybe, I don't know, he doesn't need to be wearing the American flag around. This guy's got a real problem.
I think we need a new.
I think you got a real problem.
I think a lot of people have a problem with what has happened in this country in recent years. A lot of people have a problem with the fact that this country is founded on a kind of an illusion, and a lot of flag waving and saluting is what leads to a lot of war. And you know, maybe this is desecration of flag to you. Maybe it's desecration of the concept of warring nations for him.
Actually, I just wore it to bring the issue up so that people would stop and ask a question.
Well, I'm proud of you. You guys party on and have fun.
All right, thanks a lot.
Patriotism is about the equivalent of having your head up your ass, you know?
Kind of like Christianity.
Like nothing.
Yeah, blindness.
It's like time, concept, crap.
Like sports.
Yeah, we need change. Along
Like
with the change, a
sports,
better,
yeah.
prettier flag, too.
All right, we're going to have another song from Robert Hoyt while we roll our credits, and then you guys are going to get out there and do one more song. So if we can run out there and get Robert on the camera, that'd be the way to go.
Okay, hang on. We're going to have to stay here until we get to go to camera 2.
Oh, okay. So.
Talk a little bit, Tim.
All right. Well, gosh, what should I say to you? I want to remind you that that Cascadia Live is not going to be on next week, but that we're going to be on the week after that, which will, I don't even know the date, so it's 2 weeks from now that we'll be back on the air. I guess I want to thank all of our technical crew as usual. I don't know if you know this, but we got a crew of about a dozen people that work a show like this, and none of them gets paid anything. We don't have any budget for this. We're not using up any of your tax dollars to do this. We're just taking over equipment that sits here otherwise. So
We're ready.
all right, let's go on ahead out there to SSI. Thanks a lot.
Resolve?
Or no, this is Robert Hoyt. Then
Robert
SSI.
Okay, you're
Okay, howdy folks. Coming to you live from the Eugene City Council chambers. Got a little song here for the, I'd like to dedicate this to the 2 police officers who are looking at us across the courtyard, or were a minute ago. They've changed their positions, I think. And also to public enemy number 1, the FBI. So I want to ask you folks out there in TV land, and those of you here in the studio audience tonight, has anybody out there had a recent close encounter of the worst kind, as in with law enforcement? Anybody got pulled over, Hassel? What about, have any of you ever, in your whole life, those of you who didn't answer the first time, ever in your whole life had a bad experience with a law enforcement officer? Raise your hand. Come on. Oh my goodness, it's the whole room. So I got this little song I want you to help me with. It's real easy. It's just 4 little words. It's so easy you don't even have to sing them. You just